Uhtred is talking to Ethelflaed. She tells him that he isn't the right leader for Mercia, and Uhtred tells her that the only reason he took this position was so that he could look after her and Elfwin. Father Perlick now arrives. He tells Uhtred that the Lords of Mercia want to see him baptised, despite him already being baptised twice by Father Beocca. In Wales, Breda tells Sigtryggr that it's time they made a move on Wessex from Mercia, as they've been waiting for too long. Uhtred is brought out to the main yard in Aylesbury, where all the Lords of Mercia can see him get baptised. He is brought before a barrel of water that he now gets into, and with Father Perlick by his side, he goes under the water and the rites are said, and when he emerges, he's considered Christian and a suitable ruler of Mercia. The Lords go back into the palace hall. When no one has an objection to Uhtred ruling, Uhtred now takes his place upon the throne, and as his first act as Lord of Mercia, he relinquishes his role and gives it up to someone more suitable, Ethelflaed. The Lords of Mercia think it's outrageous for a woman to rule, as whoever marries her would soon become the Lord of Mercia, so Ethelflaed is made take a vow of chastity, and when the Lords of Mercia are satisfied, she's allowed to take her place on the throne. However, while this is happening, Edward has moved to put someone he trusts in power, and he has seized Aylesbury with his guards. So, to ensure her safety, Uhtred has to fill in with looking after Ethelflaed, while himself, Sihtric and Osford go to find her loyal men. Breda now encounters Eardwulf on the road, and he bargains with her for his life, saying that he has valuable information she'll want to hear. King Howell has raised his army, he's marching back to the fortress that Sigtryggr has taken, but on the road he meets him. With his men, they go charging at the Danes who they outnumber, but as they do, they go racing into Sigtryggr's trap. His archers let fly 2 arrows that are on fire, and they set fire to oil surrounding the Welsh. With the Welsh unable to go anywhere, the rest of Sigtrygg's archers let loose their arrows, and the Welsh are massacred. A commotion is building up in Aylesbury. When Edward goes out to the wall, he notices that Uhtred, Sihtric and Osford have raised the entire Mercian fjord to protect Elfled. Stiora, Uhtred's daughter, notices that young Uhtred is saddling his horse, and when she asks him what he's doing, he tells her that he's returned to his monastery to pray. Edward now goes to Ethelflaed, tells her he is wrong not to count her as leader of Mercia, and he asks her for her forgiveness, which she gladly gives him. Uhtred now realises that young Uhtred is missing, and he goes to Father Perlick to ask him if he's seen him, and Father Perlick tells him that he's returned to his monastery to pray. Ailsa goes to Edward. She tells him she doesn't think it's safe for Ethelstan to grow up in Winchester, and she asks if she can bring him up in her own estate, and Edward agrees. Breda now arrives back in Wales, much to the surprise of Sigtryggr and the other Danes, and she presents them what she learnt from Eardwulf. Winchester has been left undefended by Edward, and that there is no risk in attacking, and that now is the best time to do it. And so, Sigtryggr agrees, and the Danes begin their journey to Winchester.